Hi, welcome to our,
You're going to have to talk louder.
Oh. I have a cold. Hi, welcome to our, Untitled podcast. We have no working titles because everything is copyrighted. Because everyone and their mother had...
Under the Blanket.
We did Under the Blanket, but then the blanket did not help with the echo, so here we are with
Still a funny story.
It's a
I'd
hilarious.
say that's a working title.
4 grown-ass women huddled under a blanket trying to get a microphone to work. We don't know a thing about technology. We just thought we would put this out here.
When the real solution was a single button.
Yeah, one button. Anyway, I'm Sarah.
I'm Olivia.
I'm Cameron.
And I'm Alex.
And, because we're unoriginal, we're gonna do some icebreakers.
Alright, so are you going to go first? Or I'll go first?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do
the
reverse
icebreaker
order.
is like a fun fact about you.
Okay. Like, bringing it back, like, first day of class vibes. Thanks to Cameron. She helped me with this one. Fun fact, seeing Jimmy Fallon front row in New York City, and it was hands down the best day of my life. Next.
Should I still do the crying one, even though we have a podcast? I mean, not a segment about crying?
Yeah.
There's lots of stories about where you cried,
Okay.
probably.
It can be like
I want to hear about all the times you cried in Hunt for that
I
segment.
have a list.
Okay, we'll go through your
Okay,
list.
so, my fun fact is that one time on a plane, a red-eye flight from LA, I cried in the middle seat to Lady Bird
Amazing.
at 2 a.m.
My fun fact is I'm your local dual citizen girly. I'm a dual citizen of Italy, but I can't speak Italian. I'm
We love
useless
that.
to them.
My fun fact is I was born with extra fingers on both of my
good
hands
one.
and on one foot, one extra
What's that called?
pinky toe.
Polydactyly.
Polydactyly. And there's
Sounds like a dinosaur.
it's a random mutation because
Wow.
there's no family history and we're definitely not inbred.
It's just like something fucked up.
It just something got fucked up. And honestly,
But you're here today.
I'm here today and I'm lucky it was just my fingers and not something worse.
Right.
Amazing.
So, we're gonna start off our weekly segment with have you drank water today?
Wait, first we have to say, like, we're college students.
Oh, wait.
Oh shit.
Talking about college student things and just things that interest
And
us
life.
in general.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all like early 20-something college bitches.
In
and-
STEM. That's
In
important.
STEM.
That's
STEM.
an
It
important
should be
piece of
noted
this.
we are
Noted.
all very white.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
also really
yeah,
important.
that's also true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our next segment will be How White Are We? Let's give the percentage.
100%. I did the ancestry. I am literally like 0.5% Mediterranean, and I'm pretty sure that's from where the Romans, like remnants of where the Romans invaded like the British Isles, and like some stayed behind, you know, or like raped and pillaged their way through the
Okay.
native population. So I think I'm the whitest person here.
Probably.
have
I can
about
confidently say that.
2% Middle Eastern.
I look
according to
Viking. I am
Ancestry.
white and blonde.
But I think that gets canceled out by the fact that I used Ancestry.com to see what my DNA was. So,
Yeah.
I have
None of the
not done
government
mine.
has us. They have our info.
You're
Yeah.
so right.
I've never used Ancestry or 23andMe.
Me either.
that makes her way less white than Sarah and I, at least.
Also, I like to say I'm fake Hispanic because people think when I go to Starbucks, they don't think my name's Cameron, they think it's Carmen. Despite, like, saying,
Or
hi, I'm Cameron.
they also think it's Cameroon. If you know,
Yes,
those days she's
Cameroon.
feeling really, like,
Fancy.
different. Anyway.
I also got Carmenita one time. Literally no idea.
It's another segment. What are your different Starbucks cup names?
How white are you, Alex?
I've never done it. I'm kind of
Oh,
boycotting it because, you know,
Don't do
what that
it.
info
They get your
does
info.
gets
And, you
done
know,
with
I'm not
whatever.
saying I would be a criminal, but I don't know what the fuck my family's doing. Like, I can't
I just know
I can't be the rat unintentionally.
businesses get that, and I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't
Feel a little
trust it. I
spooky.
don't trust it. There's not enough constitutional laws.
But even if your cousins
restrictions
do
on
it, it's done. Like,
You're so right. Yeah.
I know, but I don't know what Taylor. Also, shout out to Taylor, our producer,
Sound engineer.
our sound
Can we get
engineer.
some background on Taylor real quick?
Taylor is my brother. He is 2 years younger than me.
He's got a side hustle.
His side hustle is making beats for aspiring SoundCloud rappers.
Mhm.
And so, shout out to him, you know?
we all got a side hustle these days.
We
Yeah,
all
we
have a
all-
side hustle. And then, also, I need to know if you guys have drank water today.
No. I had a green tea though. That counts. I feel like.
I think it's since it's like a higher percentage of water. I'll
I'll
leaf
allow
water.
tea. I'll allow tea.
tea. Yeah.
Okay. Then
Not
yes.
tea lattes. No.
Cameron?
It's fine. Oh, mine, I think I've drank half a bottle.
That's pretty
Good
impressive.
job.
Oh
Wow.
I drank probably like a cup of water and like 2 cups of ice on the way over to my car. Like I
Did
filled
you
up.
chew on the ice?
No.
Okay.
I like put a bunch of ice in the cup in like a tumbler and filled it up with water, but you know when you add so much ice, there's not. So it's probably like
That's my jam.
A
I
cup?
love a bunch of ice.
it's like a cup of water
you
probably.
chew on the ice?
And
I do chew on the ice.
Are you anemic?
No.
Oh.
I have a very robust iron count. Like the last
so
time
proud
I
of you.
donated
Some
blood.
fucking iron,
proud of
then.
you.
I need it.
I
Same.
don't know. I think because I eat a lot of broccoli.
damn,
Sparkling
who can
water.
brag about
I
that?
all
think
the
so.
time.
I don't know, but I really love cruciferous vegetables now. They're really good for you.
Wow.
They also help you pass HPV infections. I
Really?
read that,
Ooh.
and I was
So
told by a
does
doctor.
the vaccine.
Is that whenever you were freaking out because they said you had, like, not normal cells? They don't know that.
Sure, no.
You don't have cancer.
Well, maybe. That's all I'll
We
say.
can edit that out if you
We
want.
can edit that out.
Yeah. Just
Anywho,
mark the time. What time is this? I'm sorry
Oh.
I exposed you like that. Okay.
It doesn't give the time.
well,
Well, we'll
we'll
find
have
it.
to go
We'll
back.
find it.
I feel like
But
I know
also,
who
I'd
you
like
are.
to note that the water intake cancels out because I've cried 3 times today.
Oh.
So you're still at like neutral hydration.
Probably.
Yeah.
I had a cup of coffee,
No. It's
And-
dehydrating.
and then I had a small Coke on the
Oh,
way over
God.
here
That's
because
sugar,
I
yeah.
needed
More
caffeine. Because I got out of work and I was exhausted. And then I went to a coffee shop and I got another coffee
Oh.
because I needed energy to stay awake for this test. And then I drank 1 glass of water with dinner.
You're still at like a -3.
Yeah,
I'm not
you're-
a- I drink. Yeah, it's not good. But now that we've all discussed our lack of hydrated or states, what's trending on Twitter? Didn't you have a story?
Oh, no,
This
the
is a good
breaking
one.
news from CNN for today. As of 24 minutes ago, 16 states are suing the Trump administration for his, emergency.
The national emergency.
The
stuff.
national emergency,
Oh,
I
yeah.
say in air quotes.
What is he like? What does the suit say? Like, on what grounds?
Well, basically, Trump basically said, like, I don't need to do this.
yeah, that is true. He did say that on
And
TV.
so the
I saw the
states
clip.
are like, then it's not an emergency?
yeah, it's not an
Question mark?
emergency.
And so I'll list out the states: California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, and Virginia. All, probably a few more, all said, you know what? We're not doing it.
Me either.
You know?
I don't.
Me either.
Who the fuck cares, honestly? Who fucking cares? Like, it's not gonna do anything. We know it's not gonna do anything. 2, like,
Go off.
this is like ports of entry. That's the issue. Ports of entry, like, you know who's wandering around the goddamn desert? Like, people who just want to come here for, like, jobs because it's, like, shitty in dangerous places. Like, because cartels and stuff like that. And,
Pop off.
and like, I think
Yeah,
it's dumb.
but I think, like...
And I don't want to spend fucking money on it. Like, where's all the fiscally responsive Republicans?
Another
Can we
segment.
also do like a little side note that middle class Americans are seeing their lowest tax return in years under the Trump administration tax plan?
The tax plan really fucked us over. Like,
Yeah.
my mom's an accountant. This is like my dad's a lawyer. Like, my mom's an accountant.
My dad's an accountant.
And, like,
so,
she
yeah.
never talked to us about, like, money and stuff, but then, like, last year she called, she's like, yeah, this tax thing, man, we had to pay a lot of taxes, and I'm like, and she's told me how much taxes we owed, and I was like, holy shit, were we rich my whole fucking life, and you never told us that we had money like that?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I'm very confused about our status.
Yeah.
Like, are we upper middle class? Are we middle class? I don't know.
If you make over like 6 figures...
See, I don't know what my parents made.
Oh, see, then it's hard to
See,
tell. You
because,
can't
like,
really
they
tell.
were never talked about money in front of us, which I think was a good thing.
Same.
But, like, I don't know my status. Like, we went on vacations and shit, if that means anything. But
Meanwhile, I know the exact number my parents make every year.
well, they're tenure, right?
They're tenured professors.
You can look that up.
They fucking no, it's a private institution.
Oh, it's a private, yeah.
But yeah, they make their money and they go home.
Shout out to having professors' salaries open to the public.
Shout out to higher education in general. Just make it more accessible. Anyways, next.
They're so lame. Does anyone else have any opinions on the suing of the Trump administration?
Let's see what comes of it, because honestly, these states are not the first ones to sue them. I know a lot of other organizations are already suing the administration over this. What will come of it? I don't know. It really totally depends.
Well, yeah.
I really hope that Trump has to take it back. But as we saw in AOC's burn, the president doesn't get much.
Well, we have to think about. Well, it's probably going to go straight to the Supreme Court because it's like interstate. It's like state and federal like conflict, and then because I don't think that's handled in a federal circuit. I don't know shit about this since I haven't talked about this since like civics and economics in sophomore year of high school.
How much do you remember from civics?
How much do I remember from civics? I remember my teacher. He would just say, "It's a quiz, people. You either know it or you don't," and then he would make us all turn it in.
Wow,
but,
it's a metaphor for life.
Yeah. But I don't know. If this handled in the Supreme Court, then like we have to think about how it's kind of stacked. Trump has been able to kind of stack the court.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of what happens when you put
pray for RBG.
Oh my god!
I hope she
on the court.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know?
we're gonna save that for another segment because
I have some
a lot of shit to say about that.
I have some things to say. Mm-hmm. Anyways,
but I would like to know, just preliminary, people who say his life is ruined. If my life being ruined meant I was on the Supreme Court, sign me the fuck up. So.
I'm gonna prepare some things to say.
That'll be a homework assignment.
Another week, yeah.
For another week, but let's talk
next
about.
segment.
We should talk about how we met.
Okay.
I
Oh, do we
want to
start?
hear from y'all because I feel like I've been hogging the mic with my cold voice.
No, okay. So yeah, Cameron and I can take this over. Do we say where we go to school?
Nah.
Okay. Well,
we go to a public.
We go to a
university.
very large public university in America.
Known for excellence in engineering and research and
STEM.
In southeastern United States.
United States.
That's important.
Yeah.
So we all met. We are in the dorms. We are in the same suite. Me and Cameron lived together. Sarah and Olivia lived together.
We were roomies.
We
met on Facebook.
Yeah, we did meet on Facebook. Yeah. I remember Olivia was very...
You did not.
You never responded.
Yeah,
so
you respond once every 11 days. Like,
I
was at work.
Oh my god, I'm so confused. Like, when I first messaged Olivia because I had some falling throughs trying to find a roommate. This girl fucking ghosted me, and I would see her in the laundry room all the time.
That was your first experience being ghosted.
My first experience being ghosted.
That shit hurted.
That shit hurted. I was so upset because I was like, she fucking likes the Avengers, and I was like, shit, I like the Avenger movies. Like, we could be roommates. No, that wasn't. I'm so glad. I'm so very lucky.
We dodged a bullet.
I really did.
She was really weird.
You also found a roommate who's not seen a single Avenger movie, so.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the Avenger movies.
I think we all went to see one at the cinema on campus. Did we not?
Cinema.
Oh, y'all did. I know you and you two did, because my, like, friends from high school, like, came into town, and I hung out with them, and that's when I broke my phone and got, like
that was on someone threw up on a bus?
No, that was sophomore year.
There are a lot of stories.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories of my high school friends.
We'll get to that, too.
But, like, I messaged Olivia, and I was like, hey, I'm looking for a roommate, and she's like, oh, me too, and then she was like, so, like, what kind of person are you? And I'm like...
Did I say
casual
that?
question.
No, I don't think it was like that, but I think we were trying to figure out, like, how, like...
How we gonna be living?
How we gonna be living?
What's it gonna be?
Because, like, I remember I was like... We asked about, like, alcohol and stuff like that, and I was like, well, I'm probably going to drink, like, I don't care if you drink, like, I just don't want to have to, like, haul your drunk ass, like, up into the room, like, many times. And then she's like, oh, we're good. And I was like, oh, so you want to do this? And we're like, yeah, sure. And then we saw each other the first time during orientation, and I had just put my stuff in the room, and I was waiting at the elevator bay to go back down, and this girl looks at me, and she's like, are you Sarah? And I was like, are you Olivia? She's like, yeah! And I'm like, oh my god, we're roommates! And then we hung out the rest of the orientation. And they were roommates.
That was probably single-handedly the weirdest thing that y'all could ever say.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Anyway, that was their story.
Yeah.
Me and Cameron, we talked for a while before we really sealed the deal, made it serious.
Yeah, because, like, I kept wanting to ask.
Such a relationship.
And then I like, asked you.
I was really nervous.
And you said, I don't know, because I might not live in Wise. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I wasn't sure yet, but then here we are, and,
Also, fun fact, I was scared of Alex when I talked to her.
Oh my god,
Because
why?
I've told you this.
Intimidating.
I
You're
get that
just
a
very,
lot.
like, upfront.
Yeah.
I get that a lot, in person and online.
You made me get a Pinterest.
Did I?
Yeah.
Not surprised.
So,
Actually,
like-
I do remember that because
Yeah.
I wanted us to collaborate on a theme. Okay, I do remember that. Okay. Well, it's great to know how you come across. And
Yeah.
You can adjust yourself. But we met in the lobby. I remember I gave you a hug. And
Yeah.
that's my first instinct when I see someone. I'm like,
Mhm,
oh,
same.
let's hug. So,
Same.
then we.
I'm not a
I
toucher.
don't know. That's the beginning.
That's why we worked out so
Smile
great.
and wave.
Smile and wave.
And the rest is history. And here we are, basically 4 years later, about to graduate.
4 years later, because they say that like your roommates are the people you're friends with until you actually find your friends.
But we are.
But we actually were
friends.
friends.
Yeah.
That's really emo. But I
That was
love
really
it.
emo, but I know a lot of people had shitty roommates.
That's
Mhm.
That's
so
true.
We got
I
so
mean-
lucky.
Oh.
Except we had
Shitty
one literally a
literally.
shitty sweet mate.
The
This bitch never washed her hands.
I'm also really worried about her gastrointestinal system because
It's
that,
strong as shit.
it
I bet
smelled like sickly. You know,
it was
like when
I think she
someone
had
poops
issues.
and like
internal.
you're like that smells like they're sick. She smelled like that all the time.
I know exactly what you're talking about because she would literally sit there and play on her fucking DS in the bathroom stall
okay,
with her
as-
shit in the toilet. I bet she didn't even flush it.
As a microbiology major, I would love to swab that Nintendo DS to see what the fuck is
We could
growing on
probably
there.
find out what bacteria is
Probably
causing that
pathogenic.
smell. Like it's not common. That is not a common poop
I feel
smell.
like she has a lot of like lipid buildup in her intestines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh my
saying?
god, I don't even want to think about that.
something in her
That's-
diet is not working out.
No,
Mm-mm.
I can confidently say no.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
God, Jesus.
That's just rest in peace and pieces for that one. Like
Yeah, there's too much to say. We need a whole segment on
that
that.
is a long segment.
We'll talk about.
We can all, like, pick one story.
All right,
Stuck
yeah,
with us.
okay.
I love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, tell us about your group project woes.
It's a great transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in general, we're in college. Group
Okay,
projects
there
are
we
a
go.
thing. Especially when you're in the sciences. They,
Mhm.
No one likes them.
Well,
They
actually,
like-
no,
no one
and
likes
social
them.
sciences too. You know what I mean? Everything.
I
Group
think
projects are a thing.
All of college.
All of college.
All of
And,
life,
yeah,
y'all.
and Cameron,
Stop.
you have a year-long group project. You
Yeah.
can
That
here,
is
so.
that is like hell.
I've described it as, I'm not going to say the name of it, because if this pops off, I don't want them to be like, oh.
And then
She
you
should
would
talk
immediately
to me.
know what institution we attend.
Yeah.
That's true.
We
Yeah.
did say why.
We're also gonna filter this for specifics.
We're probably going
Just
to end up
generally
giving up
speaking.
everything about ourselves, but we're just going to
Yeah.
pretend for now that we are.
We already, like,
anonymous.
mentioned, like, our biggest library. Like, in the first
We
5
have-
seconds.
We really have.
We really just dropped the fucking ball.
We were trying to be so anonymous so that we didn't get any trolls as if we were going to be famous, but like, who knows? You never know.
We're never gonna be
True.
more famous than that girl who was in The Walking Dead.
I don't know.
We're gonna
I don't
be,
understand that reference. So.
It's fine. Oh, yeah. I mean, the girl from The Walking Dead. They're
There are
gonna
a lot
find
of
us.
girls in Walking Dead.
Yeah, but, like, how many girls in Walking Dead are, like, college age?
She's not like that famous. Like I didn't know.
That's
Well,
true.
Oh,
But
that one! Oh, the one with the iron.
Don't-
Let's
Maybe.
digress back to Cameron's
Yeah.
group project.
So
I'm
I'm not
really
going to
sorry.
mention my...
I'm the one. I'm the one.
It's okay.
I'm the problem.
I'm not going to mention my 2-semester-long one because that one could take up an entire 45 minutes. But the woe of today is I'm in a second group project, and we were in... This is, like, a smaller one.
News to us.
Yeah.
I just heard about the one.
This is, like, a new one. And in the group chat, we were like, oh, we should probably, get together sometime. And everyone was like, okay, cool, this is, like, when I'm free. And then the last person was like, oh, by the way, forgot to tell y'all, I dropped the class yesterday. Hope y'all can find, like, a fourth, like, team member. Really sorry, should have told you.
It's like
Damn.
halfway through the semester.
Yeah.
How do you
I
drop
mean-
a class at this point?
You
You
can
just
but
get a
you get
W. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone took a dub for this.
I know
Yeah.
they're
Damn.
like ill. I mean, I don't hope they're ill, but I hope they have a good ass reason for dropping the class.
I don't
because-
think they do, honestly.
I hope they're not about to graduate like
But-
us, because that would throw up.
I think like this group is like all not sophomores, juniors except
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
freaking- oh, actually,
But now that he's gone, it's a group of all powerful, strong women that I don't know.
That's beautiful, though. I love
Yeah.
to hear it.
That's
Oh,
poetic.
Speaking of group projects of strong, powerful women, a couple of weekends ago, I was at a hackathon, and I would just like to say we are in a very academic area
Can you
of the
tell
Southeast.
us what a hackathon is? Because literally you
Let's-
said a
yeah.
hackathon,
No, you
and I
get-
thought you meant like coding and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was
Well,
like, when did
it-
Alex learn how to
it, like-
code? What
yeah,
the hell?
Alex
this
said
one?
this in the group message, and I was like, she was like very excited about it, and I was like, I don't know
No,
what that is. And then you were like, we made it to the next round, and I was like, still don't know.
You're
what's
like, we
happening.
won $2,000, and I was like, what
What
the
is
fuck have you been doing? Why didn't you tell us there was money on the line when you asked us if we wanted to do this hackathon?
And I also feel like Sarah's accent right now is giving up our
Yeah.
location in a
That's
good
true.
way.
Well, we
I
said the
mean-
Southeast.
Yeah, that's true.
It
Well,
is
anyways, I'll
I'm
tell
sure
you
it'll
what
come
this
out more
was.
as I get angrier and as I recover
Yes.
from my illness.
Well, to the hackathon comment, I'd say 85 to 90% of it was coding. This gal, she does not know how to code. I don't know anything about a computer, but I do know something about science. So,
I had to use MATLAB once and I wanted to die.
I
No.
hate MATLAB.
but
I avoid
anyways,
classes because of that lab.
yeah, we don't like a computer. No one on my team.
I think
knew
we all
anything
need to
about
like take
coding.
a beat and say like a rousing fuck MATLAB.
Yeah,
Okay.
fuck
One,
MATLAB.
2, 3.
Fuck MATLAB!
Anyways,
Continuing.
I would say like 90% of the people there were engineering or computer science majors, and also 85 to 90% of them were men.
Oh, so you're like a fish out of water.
So I was a little bit intimidated.
Makes sense.
But my team was composed of anywhere 6 women from the ages of approximately 18 or 19 to approximately 60. All women, all from different backgrounds: nursing, bio, business, and then materials and biomedical engineering. And we beat 12 or 13 other teams full of
Man.
public or private engineering and computer science majors at a very prestigious private university. And I'm just saying, girls run the world. So, and we won $2,000 over all these men, and I just need to say we love that. We love strong, powerful women.
But let's be real, the men who are attending this institution don't need that $2,000.
They don't.
than
They
likely.
really don't.
More than likely.
That went
Yeah.
straight to my bank account, y'all, for grad school. That's
Good.
all I have to say. We love a fiscally responsible gal.
I do too. Let's
Also, I'd like to say I don't think many other schools use MATLAB, so I think we just revealed ourselves a
Should we
little
just
more.
give it up?
Let's just say where we are. The grand reveal you've all
Yeah.
been waiting for. Well, you want to say it?
Wait. Are we using like their preferred like marketing, like rebranding name, or are we using like the full name?
The full
The
name.
full name.
Okay. So we are all seniors at North Carolina State University in
Look who-
Raleigh, North Carolina,
the
the one and
capital.
only.
The
in
capital.
Capital only.
I'm not gonna say fuck Charlotte,
And the university
but I don't like
that
it. It's nice. It's not as
Same.
nice.
I don't
Charlotte,
like
not
Charlotte.
the Queen City.
Yeah.
She's like
No,
the
she's like,
Duchess
Fuck
City.
you, Charlotte.
She's that's strong.
And we
There's
can
a
see
lot of
that
people.
Alex is from
I'm
Charlotte.
from Charlotte,
Yeah.
and I can passionately say that I like Raleigh way more than Charlotte.
Raleigh just has like a charm to
That's
it.
what I was gonna say.
And
Charlotte's a
Charlotte is
little
so
too
developed.
much.
Yeah.
It's like
And it's so
come off
packed,
too strong.
and
Traffic.
It's just so
chaotic.
big.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Had to throw
I'm
in that
still a
joke.
Gate City gal. In
Oh, I'm
What
so
is- What is
proud.
Gate City?
Greensboro.
Oh, I'm from the woods.
The sticks, y'all.
Like legit. I live on a farm.
No, I mean
In the
I
middle of
do
nowhere.
live next to a dairy farm, so like
Dairy.
Oh, it's kind of relatable.
yeah.
I'm just kidding. Oh, are you a tree farmer like me?
There's a Christmas tree farm down the road.
Oh, we do like lumber type things.
Oh.
It's really just like if you have a spare land,
Yeah.
you can like pay to get
Yeah.
to like do it. It's like a nice little investment, like, but it takes a hell of a long time. It's
Yeah.
like 30 years before a stand is ready.
Yeah.
Farming tangent. I love agriculture. Can we just say
Oh
that?
my God.
Shout out to agriculture for keeping the world turning
Keeping the world fed.
Keeping the world fed and clothed and
That's another segment. Man, I'm so here for
I
it.
appreciate it.
3 times
Worked
a
in
day.
ag last summer.
More than 3
Greatly
times a day.
appreciated it.
shout out to the FFA. That's a great organization. I loved it. Had a great time. And we're gonna save this as like another segment. Like, let's talk about agriculture one day.
Yeah, and we'll add GMOs in there. We
Oh my god, I have a very strong positive opinion about GMOs, but we'll get there.
I love GMOs.
Sorry,
Oh my god.
Sorry, fans. Sorry, fans.
But basically, now that we've said that, we can reiterate that Alex's team beat out tons of men at Duke University.
We beat so many pretentious sophomore, junior, senior, freshmen.
They're all from New
Duke
Jersey.
students that think they're the shit. And I just wanted to say that they're not the shit.
Can
So,
I just say,
that's all.
like, I toured Duke. When
I wasn't
was trying
impressed.
to decide what. I really love Durham. The atmosphere in Durham is really cool. I like the campus vibe. But when I started talking to people and like they were giving their presentation and we were all sitting there in like the admissions meeting and they were like, raise your hand if you're from North Carolina, and it was like me and one other person. Like someone had come from London, someone had come from Hawaii. All these people are from out of state, and it's just like,
Y'all really paying $60,000 for that?
yeah.
Questionable.
And then it's like walking around in a new country. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like you're on Duke campus and
Right.
it's like it's a world unto itself. And then like I stepped out and like back into regular Durham and I was like, oh, I know where I am now.
It's not a representation of the real population of North Carolina, the real local population, and also Duke needs to do more for the population of Durham. Honestly, there's a lot of strife in that area. I feel like
They're
a
doing
lot of
stuff, but
there's
there's
a lot
room
of
to
positive
improve.
development that they could be helping.
Yeah.
I feel like, but like I feel like Duke was definitely like gentrified, and so but
Absolutely.
that's a segment for another time.
Oh god,
I think
we're
we should
just
have an
getting some
entire
ideas.
segment of how universities take advantage of the areas they're in
Okay,
and don't
I like
give
that.
back.
I like that.
Yeah, but that being said, I went to NC State. And I literally sat around the brickyard.
I fell in love.
And I fell in love,
That was the first time you
honestly.
fell in
It was a
love.
sunny day when I came.
It was a sunny day, and I was sitting on the
was.
bench with my mom. My mom is NC State at her alma mater, and she really wanted me to go here. I was so against it my whole childhood because I was like, no. Because she said, you're going to be a Wolfpack girl. And I was like, no.
Side note, Wolfpack girls, best in the world. Love those t-shirts.
Except for that one that married a Trump.
Oh, we don't
Why
speak
would
of
you
her.
say that?
Well, because people are gonna, that's the one Wolfpack girl people actually know.
You're so right.
And she puts a bad name on us. We're gonna be real.
I would also say that redeeming quality, Zach Galifianakis
Okay.
is
He didn't
also
even
an
graduate, and he
You're
did
right.
not accept an honorary degree either.
That hurted.
That shit
hurted.
hurted.
It did.
We still claim him.
We do. He's on the Wikipedia. I have
Yeah,
looked
there's
at
a
it once
sushi
or
roll
twice.
named after him at a local restaurant.
Oh,
so-
Sushi 9, if y'all ever in the Raleigh area.
No, it's
please
Sushi
go.
Blues.
I
Sushi
love
Blues
Sushi
is
Blues.
the
Both of
Galifianakis.
them. Oh, yes, you're right. Sushi 9 also has rolls named
Yeah.
after things. So
But not with bacon in them.
you're right. Sushi Blues, that's how that one.
We've gone off on a tangent about what
We have.
talking
Okay,
We
where
really
are
have,
we?
It's okay.
Where are we at?
about.
Oh, the group projects.
I don't even want to talk about it. Like our group has been avoiding meeting. Like we met for 5 minutes and we talked about like how we were all just gonna put our shit into the PowerPoint on our own time. And I'm like,
It's like,
that
why
works
do we
for me.
meet?
Why
But
do
then you have to record it.
we're gonna figure out that point whether or not we just need to do our own thing, and then she's gonna put it all together in iMovie.
See, I don't know how to do that.
See me either. That's why we're lucky we have that one girl who knows what she's talking about.
Moving on.
Anyways, moving on. Just very casually going into a conversation about why don't some women consider themselves feminists? Who'd like to kick us off?
We should really just
Let's give our definition.
What does feminism mean to you? Let's start with that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I
We're
feel
really
so
going there. I
the
feel
social, economic, and
political.
equality of the sexes.
Can you insert that Beyonce song clip?
Well, I mean,
Our
the
sound
Beyonce
engineer.
song clip was
From-
an insertion from.
A prominent professor or something. She's
Yeah,
a writer.
We should know her name.
We should know her name.
I know her name.
She's an
Like-
African lady, and she was on the Late Show.
I know exactly.
I know, it's
who
like
it
she's
is.
from Africa.
I
And I
know,
knew how to
Sarah.
pronounce her name
Like
at one point.
what? Am I being insensitive?
No. Just I love your passion. That's all I'm laughing at.
Beyonce means so much to me. God.
She is honestly very important to the development of our friendship.
Chi, Mamanda, Ngozi Adichie.
If y'all have not seen her TED Talk, please go watch it.
Oh, I will.
It's amazing.
She was on Stephen Colbert, like, The Late Show, and I watched her interview, like, many times. It was amazing. I wish she would do more stuff, like, in the light, so we could, or I wish mainstream media.
She's,
I
like,
hate the word mainstream media, but, like, media would pay more attention
She's written
to her.
books, like novels.
No, yeah, she's like very prominent.
I should probably read one of those and learn something.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, feminism just means, like, you should be able to do what you
You're
want
in
to do.
control of your life at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what
And
it
I
is.
think the fourth wave of feminism, which is what's supposed to be happening now, is incomplete if it's not focused on women of color, transgender women, and just like women of literally all shapes and sizes.
Can someone explain the waves? Because I get confused when people start talking about waves. Didn't you take a feminism class? Okay,
So
explain the waves.
First wave is like, it was basically like voting rights, like suffragette.
Love that.
But it was very heavy on like white women.
Yeah.
Which is like, by the way, like, because we're approaching the 100-year anniversary, the 19th Amendment was for white women. Black women didn't get the right to vote until the 60s.
Wow.
Shame.
And then the second wave...
Can we talk about how I'm so grateful because we don't have a child predator in the Senate because of the hurt of them?
What?
What?
Roy Moore.
Can you please
Expand.
You forgot about Roy Moore?
I don't know if I've ever talked
In
about
Georgia?
Roy Moore.
Oh, yeah.
In Georgia, that guy who was banned from the mall. How do you get banned from a mall? He was banned from a mall
Sarah in her country
for
accent.
picking up teenagers.
How does this have to do with the 19th Amendment, though? That's where I'm confused.
Yeah.
Oh, because black women saved
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Saved us from having to have him
Oh
in the
my
Senate.
God.
I remember.
Because
Oh my
they
God.
voted.
They showed up and showed out.
Oh,
Yeah.
we
They
love
voted.
that.
But let's
Yes.
be real, black women save our white
Yes.
asses.
They do. They really do.
Every time.
Every time.
White women are so undependable.
No, my fellow white women need to fuck it.
I
We
don't-
all need to
I don't
fucking step it up.
understand. I don't understand.
I feel like it has to come from a deeply rooted, like, a concern for the men in your life far more than yourself and the women in your life.
Like, my parents, like, they don't talk about politics together. And I don't even know, like, who my mom voted for. She won't tell me. And, I mean, that's her business. Like, but, which is totally fine. You shouldn't have to defend your opinion. Well, I mean, you should
if
have
it
a
hurts
reason.
other people.
I mean, you should have a
Yeah.
reason why you believe what you believe, but, like, I don't have to, you shouldn't have to, I don't want to say justify, but, like,
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
you know, but you're, like, allowed to think what you think.
Right.
But
my line draws for that, like, when it harms other
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
And right
Yeah.
now, the administration is harming so many
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
as Democratic and Republican administrations have so often in the past. You know?
We have to be cognizant of that.
Preach.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, no, the waves. First wave
First
Okay.
wave.
was
And I think second
suffragettes.
wave was it was like I think it was in the 70s and 80s, and it was like
Like counterculture?
that was like
Maybe.
that was like
It was, like, women,
lesbian like
actually
not
no.
the lesbians yet.
So like in the second wave, that was when like a lot of like
Working
branches-
equal pay.
yes,
type
that
thing.
was it. It was
Okay.
equal pay and working moms.
Yeah.
But like it was during the second wave when like branches like started like popping up, such as like I think like womanism, which is like people.
Was it problematic to say lesbians? Because I feel like they were like a large
No, because
part
like
of
that
the
was
feminist
like
movement.
a big thing.
Okay.
I can't think of like what they called themselves, but like it was like lesbian feminism like popped up, but like they didn't call themselves like lesbian feminists because like at the time like feminism was still like very much for like white women, and womanism popped up because like it was like their belief that like feminism only catered to like white straight women. And then the third wave was like late 90s, early 2000s, and that's when like I think gay rights came in, and it was like
I don't like. I know. Nothing. That was a stupid idea. Continue.
okay. And then fourth wave, I think fourth wave was like the big one where like gay rights, trans rights, women of color.
Are we in that?
Or it should be.
Yes.
A
Yeah,
lot
it
of
should be.
white women
Intersectional.
specifically try and take it away from that. And I've seen that too many times. Our political signs should not mention vaginas and genitalia anymore because, let's be real, a vagina doesn't mean you're a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, but God, I love a catchy vagina sign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the white woman deep within. It's
I
satisfying.
love the keep
it's
your
satisfying
politics
in
out
here.
of my pussy. That's so damn catchy.
But to be honest, like, also keep your politics off of my whatever genitalia. I could be
Yeah.
a hermaphrodite. I'm not. People are. Keep your politics out of their genitalia too.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
That's good.
Next.
Oh, well, we have to get into our comments about that.
Okay. Why don't some women consider themselves feminists? I would say that they feel like there's no. A lot of this has to do. This is like my research on like from watching The View and listening to Megan McCain, but it has a lot. I think it has a lot to do with traditional gender roles, like people thinking that if you want to be like a stay-at-home mom or just like, or not just a wife, but like a wife, a stay-at-home mom, that like you're excluded by feminism, or like that you have to work and you have to like be very career oriented or like not want kids or anything like that. But I don't. That's not true.
What it is.
That's not what it's
Like
about,
I want,
yeah.
like if you want to be a stay-at-home mom and just
It
and sell
supports
like
you.
crafts on Etsy, you know what? That's your choice. You do you, girl. That's feminism.
Keyword choice. It's all about
If
Choice.
I want to
Opportunities.
climb the corporate ladder to be a CEO and like never marry and not have any kids and have like 10 dogs, that's also my choice.
Right.
That is feminism.
Yeah, and if you never want to work a day in your life and you want to just stay at home with your children that your body
also your
created,
choice,
which is
yeah.
amazing, do that.
we're not here to judge. We're
Build
here
your
to help
life.
and
Yeah.
support and uplift everyone.
And it also has a lot to do with the fact that reproductive rights are so touchy in this country, and people like pro-life feeling excluded by the feminist movement, because it is very much so about choice, autonomy of the body as well, and so that clashes a lot. And it's kind of like I don't remember the word for like complete opposites that cannot exist in the same place.
Dichotomy?
No, it's like anathema.
I'm not
Anathema.
familiar, but I get what you're saying.
Like because like two things like can't exist together, just because they're completely opposite ideals. But
This isn't that.
so I think that has a lot to it.
Yeah.
But anyone else have any ideas about that?
I think like women also like don't want to label themselves as feminists because they don't want to see themselves as victims, which I don't think is what like feminism is about.
No, I think it should be about strength.
I
Yeah.
think it's really empowering.
Yeah.
I feel like if you give yourself the title of feminist, I feel like maybe you don't want to be not singled out by men, but not like looked at like a man hater. Like I feel like that's a big thing.
The
People
dirty
still think
word.
it's
Yeah.
like that, like you hate men or you don't like men,
Or that
like,
we're trying to like be the superior, like
Right.
trying
Trying to be-
superior group. It's nothing
Yeah.
about trying to be better than anyone.
No.
It's
It's about like leveling the playing field.
Right.
Right.
And loving yourself and giving yourself the best opportunities does not
Yeah.
mean you have to hate on like the other people in the world.
there's room for both.
Yeah.
everyone.
I just want equal pay for equal work.
That too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unpaid and the unpaid work,
Yeah.
which is a lot of the stuff that women do, like cooking, cleaning, child rearing, that does
Yeah.
not get acknowledged, but
But
takes
that
up a
all
lot
needs
of
to
time.
come from, we honestly, like, if it were left up to me, we'd have, like, a mandatory paternity leave in the whole country. No matter
I
what.
really want like
Paid.
I think dads deserve a chance to bond with their
Right.
babies.
There's some
Yeah.
really
And
great
parents.
companies out
Yeah.
there that are very progressive in doing that. A lot of them are based in Europe, but there are some
That's
companies
also-
out there doing that.
That's also how Iceland closed its gender pay gap.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think
More
it's
like
like
Iceland.
well, I mean, I feel like people think like moms and babies are like attached at the hip, which like they literally were for like 9 months. But like dads should have a chance to bond with their baby and like be the parent. Like I feel like I have no experience with kids or like anything like that or like being pregnant or anything. I've never been pregnant. I do not have a baby.
Well, none of us have. We're all
None of us have
22,
children.
Getting educated.
Yeah.
Would all
We're
probably
not for
get
a long
abortions
time.
if we were pregnant right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Being honest.
Shots fired. But no, I have good health care and good insurance, and I have means and can afford to prevent that from happening in the first place.
Right. But sometimes those methods fail.
That is
Let's
so
be
true.
real.
Yeah.
That is very true. You can do everything right and still get pregnant.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, dads should have a chance to be dads, and
They
like,
should.
and if I had a baby, like I would want like to feel like I could leave my kid with their dad and they would be fine.
I have
Right.
two things to say about that. One, just one that really gets me, when it's said that dads are babysitting when they're taking care of their kids. That's problematic.
Oh, you're
Because
so
it's
right.
your child.
Yeah.
You're not babysitting, you're just
You're
doing
raising
your
your
job
kid.
as a
You're just being a
parent.
parent.
Anyways, also, the utmost respect for men that want to be stay-at-home dads, because we love that. And
Right,
if that's what
yeah.
you want to do, we are also here to support you and not make you feel like any less of a man for doing that, because that's another thing. Men feel like they have to be the provider, where that's
Shouldn't
doesn't
be
have
that
to
way.
be how it is unless you want to do that and you're supported. Like, anyways, that's
Do it. Yeah. Hell
Do
yeah.
it.
Do you have anything you want to say about dads, Cameron? Zaddies.
Zaddies.
Zaddies. I love a zaddy.
Thanks, Sarah.
But speaking of zaddies, male birth control.
Oh my god,
Why
we're
haven't
really
we made
going
more
straight
progress on
in.
that?
We gotta pull up the study that was done. I think it was in
The one about the injections?
UK.
I did
Oh,
a
yes, this is a
group
good one.
project on that.
Yeah, tell us about it, Cameron.
So
Oh, go ahead.
thank you. Basically, I think like it was closed down because like men were experiencing like very like intense symptoms, such as like they were like described as the same symptoms as like women feel when they're on birth control, but it was like heightened. And also like 2 men like committed suicide.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's
I think
not
so,
safe.
but,
How
like-
is that approved by like an ethics board?
It's like hard to tell if that was like the cause.
yeah.
But like
Two
it's
seems
like
like a high number for a study though.
yeah, I think it was
What
like out
was
of
the
1,000.
samples? Oh, well.
Out of how many?
1,000 maybe.
What was
That's
I'd have to like look
Suicide
it
is already a
lot.
pretty high cause of death in
Yeah. I don't know if it was here or America. I'll look it up. But yeah, like that's something that's like always like intrigued me. Like why like the metaphor is like why do like women put on a bulletproof vest when like we should just unload the gun?
Also, this is a side
really
piece
love that.
coming off of that is let's talk about men's mental health one day.
Oh,
Yeah.
how important that is. Yep.
the mass.
I feel
we
like it's
live in
really
type
ignored.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
I feel like that's really ignored and it's important because like I feel like women are allowed to be emotional and stuff, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of
know
men's
what you're
mental
feeling.
health, we should also talk about red flags for emotional abuse.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Yeah,
about
that's another good
episode
one.
2 of Dating Around when that woman was yelled at for getting a divorce and shamed for her
Is
culture.
this a show?
Yeah. Everyone
watch
go
this.
watch episode 2 of Dating Around and you'll know exactly
is
what I
it dating
mean.
around or
Dang,
like
that's some
dating around the
homework.
world?
It's called Dating Around.
It's where
It's on
what-
Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, bulletproof vests, guns.
Gun control, we need it.
Really diving straight into the topics this week.
I just
Nosedive.
yeah.
You're just getting a taste of what we are.
Cue Tyga, Taste by Tyga. Just put it in. Imagine it right now.
Yeah. We're gonna get copyrighted. No.
Yeah, we will. Even though
So no one's gonna listen to this.
If you're
But
listening to this and this is on SoundCloud or whatever medium this is, please leave a comment and tell us who you are. We would
Tell us
love,
we're pretty.
Tell us
You
we're
can't
pretty.
see us.
Yeah, you can't see us.
But like, leave us some love.
we
Yeah.
could be
You got
babes.
this.
You don't
Yeah.
know. We're not.
We are.
But like.
At the beginning of the
Sarah, I'm
segments, I
offended.
do little wiggle fingers like Tati Westbrook. If you,
Another segment. What's your favorite beauty vlogger?
Oh,
Tati.
there's so many things to talk about.
But Kathleen Lights. Oh, another segment.
Another segment.
Oh, I haven't seen her.
I love Nikita Dragon.
I don't watch her.
Ooh.
James Charles.
I like
Just have
Brett.
to say him.
I like Bretman Rock.
Oh,
my
no, I
God.
changed my mind. I love Brett.
He's good.
Yes.
The Taylor is the one I trust the most. I
Yes,
feel
she's
like-
good.
Taylor's
Yeah.
good, but I recently unsubscribed because I was not watching the videos. And I'm like, so why am I
But she
subscribed
just
to her?
started 15 Days of Foundation, and it's
Oh,
like
I've
for charity.
seen that.
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
Maybe I'll
The
resubscribe.
Just
fans are
for the
probably
next
so
15 days.
confused, right? Unless you watch vloggers. Okay, everyone watches YouTube now, but no one talks about it.
But that's not necessarily true because I see
People are
people on
talking
Twitter
about it.
making fun of YouTube all the time.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
If you watch vloggers, like not even beauty vloggers, just real ass college people, basically us right now, but like video form, I love you.
I don't watch vloggers per se. I've been getting really into reaction channels.
Oh my god, I can't. I really can't.
There's
get
these-
behind that.
There's like
There's a couple ones that I really
it's not
trust.
like
It's
reaction. It's like commentary.
See, I don't.
Okay, yes.
I don't watch reaction to like videos or anything like that. It's like music reaction channels. And this
Yeah.
this is gonna sound weird because I have a very wide musical taste. Okay, I listen to everything from like trap rap to like Motown to classic rock to country to like sometimes I listen to like show tunes and Disney, and like I listen to pretty much everything
You really
but
do.
EDM and
Screamo.
screamo metal. But I have been getting into metal reaction videos on YouTube because I don't understand what is going on. Like, what are they hearing? Are their ears different than mine?
But they get so mad if you don't like it.
They do get they get real upset if you
It's like
criticize.
people who like jazz. When you say you don't like jazz, they're like,
Coming at your throats.
Pissed.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that I don't like it. Like, I recognize that like metal is like very intricate. Like, you have to be so skilled to pull this off.
to fry your vocal cords.
To fry your vocal cords. I'm just talking like instrumentation, like the guitar, the drums. They're insane. Like, but music, it makes me feel, when I listen to it, I feel so anxious. Like,
See,
it makes
yeah.
me, it like really winds me up. Like, it gets my, it
I'm
makes,
on, like,
me
high
upset.
it makes me
Well,
feel like I'm about to get trampled by like a herd of buffalo.
I-
Shout out to
Can I
Lion
say a
King.
comment about metal?
Yeah.
I think I have a perspective on the other way around. People that do listen to it, I think, don't like telling people they listen to it.
That's
I
so
had
true.
an ex tell me he's never told anyone in his life that he listens to very, very, very metal.
Yeah,
And it was probably the most uncomfortable conversation. I thought he was about to say that, like, he's killed a man before. Like, that's,
Like, that's how he
that
introduced
was
it.
the mood of the conversation. It was like, I have something to
Let's
tell
stop.
you.
Let's stop
Let's
music
stop-
shaming.
Let's stop
Yeah.
music
Okay,
shaming.
because
Let's stop music
can
shaming,
we
yeah.
just be real? Because we probably all listened to Hollywood Undead in middle school. Okay.
Oh my god,
I don't
listened
even. What
to
is that?
That's some dark shit right there.
That's some dark
I
shit.
don't know what
That's
that
some real scene shit from middle school.
If you didn't have
If you didn't have a
phase,
if
I
you
don't
didn't have an
trust you.
HU
I
phase
didn't
in middle
have an
school,
emo phase.
Okay,
I didn't
well,
either.
you
I
didn't
did
listen to
not.
Fall Out Boy.
No, I didn't like
Not
the sound
really.
of their voices. It's too like.
You didn't listen to
Can you do
Nickelback. You didn't listen to Three Doors Down.
Also,
I didn't listen to
Three Door
any of
Sound
those
is
things.
still the shit.
I
Like,
thought you, baby.
I think the reason I didn't though.
can we fist bump? Just do it for the fans.
Oh,
Thank
no.
you.
I think the reason I didn't though is because my older sister did, and so elementary happy school like
I have
me
so
had
much
to
music
listen to
on
that.
my iTunes library that needs to be accounted for. That's gonna be a segment. What's your cringiest music in your iTunes library?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Not well. We don't have to do it right now.
Okay, well, I'm
That'll
gonna
be
have to look at that later. I don't want to know.
We're gonna have to dig deep in there.
I don't use iTunes library, but like
so
I
you
could-
must have gone
like, in
the
my
boy
old-
band route.
I'm not ashamed
Yeah.
of my boy band phase though.
Yeah.
Like I was into All Star Weekend. I was into One Direction.
Big Time
my God,
Rush.
and I loved it, and it was
Jonas
amazing.
Brothers.
Jonas Brothers. That was my shit. Like that was everyone's shit.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
I listened to some hardcore shit in middle school.
I really did. And Loki still do.
I still
I think
like it.
I'm currently going through my emo phase, if we're being honest.
That's okay.
Maybe.
That's
Yeah.
good.
You never know.
So
Like
true.
I don't know. I just don't know. I just think that it really turned me off when my sister was so emo, and I was like, I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna listen to this music because it's annoying now, and the annoyance carried through.
That's
It wasn't even. I wasn't even like tortured. Like I didn't even have like.
Oh no, I enjoyed it.
I didn't even have dark feelings or anything like that. I just like. I really
I think
just
I
loved.
wanted to be angsty so bad, and this was like in the phase where I was just like a bitch to anyone, except for my like three friends at the time, and I just like was fueling my angst
Oh my
with
God.
like.
If like
pop
this
punk.
gives you any context, like my best friend had a Tokyo Hotel T-shirt.
Okay, I had 5 Paramore t-shirts growing up. I know that's not the same genre, but like
It's related.
it's related. I was a very extreme fan. To say
I
the
was,
least.
the Justice Limited 2 Carry On.
You know,
Over
I
the
never
Holidays.
went there.
You
I
never went to
did.
Limited
I
2?
didn't. I was so jealous. Okay, I always explain it
I was
like
a
that.
limited
I was
too
like,
bitch.
for every trend growing up through like elementary, middle school, and even high school, I had like the knockoffs of everything. Not even like the knockoffs, just like you tried, but like you're not cool enough.
Right, like the bear claw Uggs.
I didn't even
know
have
what I'm talking
those. I just
Yeah, I do.
The ones
the
that
thugs.
they like the sole of the shoe slips off immediately and like breaks and wears down. Yeah.
And I thought it was so cool when I got like American Eagle like graphic print T-shirts that were so tight you couldn't breathe.
Remember
but you still had to wear...
Aeropostale t-shirts with the tank
I
top
was gonna
underneath?
say you had to wear the tank top underneath.
Aeropostale was it for
That
me.
was the
That was
shit.
it for me. Yeah.
I
Hollister
thought it
was
was
like
shit.
Hollister, like their stuff like never fit me.
I never even tried to go there, to be honest, because they never were
I liked
close to me.
Hollister.
I wanted to be a Hollister bitch.
Abercrombie
I couldn't
bitch.
go in. It gave me a headache.
Really, it does.
Yeah.
I almost had an asthma attack in the Abercrombie and Fitch store.
Okay, another segment. Tell us about an asthma attack story. That's probably just me and Sarah though. So like,
I could tell you about panic attack stories. Those are fun.
those are fun.
Let me tell you about my asthma attack story.
Oh, okay.
It gives a sense of who I am. So I was at a horse show all day at an indoor arena.
My whole life.
And we'd been there for hours, and it was like wet and weird outside, but the ring was really dry.
Was that at the state fairgrounds?
Yeah, it was.
I love that one.
And then I think it was like the hay particles and the dirt particles or something. It was just irritated.
She'll get you.
And yeah, like I did not carry an inhaler because I'd never had a fucking asthma attack. I had asthma
How are
my
you
whole
supposed to
life.
know? Yeah.
How are you supposed to know what an asthma attack is? Well, it turns out you can't take a full breath, and
It makes you feel like you're dying.
you feel like you're dying.
Kind of are.
And like literally on the way to the hospital, I made my mom take me to the ER. This bitch was not going to take me to the ER. She was like, "You'll be fine." And I'm like, I literally hit the rescue inhaler and it did not do shit. And I was like, I need to go get medical help. And so I made Susan drive me to the ER, and I literally could not feel my face. Like the weekend, could not feel my face. It was like tingling, like bees were in my head because from oxygen loss, and it
That
was
makes me think
scary
of that
as
episode
shit.
of Black Mirror.
That
If
would
you
be
guys have seen it.
terrifying.
Yeah, it
The
was
bees.
terrifying.
No.
I don't think
All
so.
right.
Yeah, I've
Never
seen
mind.
one.
But anyway, what's your
100%.
asthma attack story?
I just played soccer like for like ever
Really
and ever
hard.
growing up, and
Said it real hard one day.
I just one day I mean like a lot of days, I just literally was on the middle of the field. I probably was out of shape a little bit. Honestly, probably not. I was so in shape like in middle school. There would just be some random times to be walking around the field and it would just hit all of a sudden, and I had to like bend over, except for that didn't help. And you're just sitting there like taking the biggest breaths in possible, and like no air is going in, and it's the scariest feeling. And everyone probably thought, she just got a cramp, she just had a breath. It's like, no bitch, I couldn't breathe. Because like mine was exercise induced. Like it's not like I had like, it's not like I was winded. Like I
Right.
physically could not breathe. That's very common for kids, and I grew out of it. And like now it's like if I run I'm just winded.
That's incredible. Like
It's scary.
mine is not exercise induced. Like I could work out so hard and not have any issues.
Yeah.
And then like just fucking sitting in a wet place.
Yeah, now there's a lot of really cool research happening with asthma and like
Yeah.
respiratory
Allergies and that kind of thing. But
things.
how long have we been going?
Probably a hot
know.
minute.
It's
Check
in
the-
seconds. Someone divided. I don't know.
It's in bars, and I'm so confused because I try to do it, and it says we've only been going for 12 minutes.
Okay, so that's wrong.
So-
we
yeah.
have not been going.
See when you called Taylor.
Let me see. When did I FaceTime our producer?
Also, another
My
segment
brother.
we should have is when the medical field has failed us. Because I have
Okay.
so many
Yes.
stories
Oh my god,
about
I
that.
have some stories.
People who don't
8:32.
listen to me, people who've walked out of
Okay,
the
it's
room while I was
9.
talking.
It's
Hey.
almost 9:30.
Hey, shit, we're like right at an hour. What's up?
Should we do
So,
Do what?
Do our sign off.
Yeah.
for our next episode, if there is another episode,
There-
but I think there
will
should be because I had
yeah.
a really good time
Yeah.
doing
This
this.
is
Yeah,
so
we should do
fun.
another one. Let's
and-
actually put it on SoundCloud. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, after
Why
we
not?
crop out one thing, we'll put it up.
I don't know if we can.
We're gonna have to.
Really? Is it? Okay.
Maybe not.
I mean,
No.
I feel like this is something that a lot of women have to deal with and are scared of, but no one wants to talk about
Okay,
it.
yeah, okay.
It's
Let's not
empowering.
crop that shit
Oh,
out.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
not crop
Honestly,
that
My
out.
mom went through the same
I
thing.
don't know.
Like,
I think I zoned out.
Should I comment on it now? Or
I mean, if
wait
you want
for
to,
the
it's up to
fans?
you.
We'll wait for the fans later. Maybe we'll
Right.
talk about it another time.
But
Yeah, we won't talk about it unless you ask us. So that means
because I didn't know
someone
what
has
that
to
meant
listen
unless you
So
told
shout
me.
out to you, random man in Argentina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our Argentinian fan.
That's our imagined one listener.
That's-
Actually, no, my mom
We
was
should
really
thank him
excited about this
every
podcast.
day.
Really?
She would
Your mom?
totally
You
let-
told your mom?
Yeah, she was
Oh
like,
my
you guys should
God.
get merchandise. And I'm like, Mom, you haven't even done
We don't
the
even
first
have
episode.
one listener.
What did we say her name was?
Laura-
I completely forgot.
I still vote for Under the Blanket because...
Under the blanket.
That sounds like we're
But that
smoking
sounds...
weed, though.
No, it sounds like something sexual. It sounds
That's
like
what
we're
I
gonna
was
be
saying.
having
Oh,
sex.
yeah.
They're gonna
I mean, we could talk about
they're
it.
gonna
Yes,
think this
some
is like
segments.
one of those like story audible things where it's like you're just telling like sexy stories and it's like
Yeah.
feminism.
That's
Yeah.
sexy.
But
Feminism
no,
is the sexiest
we'll
thing.
find a better title the next episode. But we have homework. So our homework for this episode is that we need to do some research from peer-reviewed articles only
For this, well, no.
and anecdotal evidence.
I need
Just for
some
funsies.
science,
Some
and
science
I need some
and some
stories.
ana-
We also
yeah,
should
okay.
also bring into, like, the table. I just want to mention this before we go. Like,
Okay.
when we, like, have issues about, like, women's genitalia and women's bodies, we're like, as men, why are you weighing in? So should, like, does that apply to penises and circumcision? Why or why not?
I don't know, because I feel like female genitalia mutilation is like literally shaming women for like having a sexuality.
Well, not necessarily mutilation. I'm also talking, like,
Oh, that's
literally
true.
anything about
Reproductive.
reproductive health in women.
I feel like
I think it's
That's a really good point. I've honestly never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
I'll be extremely honest. I've never thought about it like that.
But or is it one of those things where it's like reverse racism? It doesn't exist. Like, we're the marginalized group, and men have controlled our genitalia for so long, so that's why they don't get an opinion now.
I think gender and like race are like so different that like.
That's very true.
But like at the same time, like nobody's like, oh, you're over. Well, actually, yeah, because I've definitely seen like people say like Harry Styles has been like over sexualized, and I
Yeah.
like agree.
let's say let's
could be
just
part of the
say not necessarily having an opinion. Well, you can talk about your personal preference, like if you're someone who like sleeps with
we
guys.
can also talk about it in preference in guys, and also if we have a son one day.
yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah.
Well, let's
Yeah.
talk about it within preference in people
Like sexual preference.
sexual preference, and then we can talk about it as in what you would do for your kid should you have a kid, and let's just talk about like both sides of the issue.
Yeah, the
Just
public
have a
health
conversation.
facts.
Let's talk about the facts, and let's talk about the two views,
Yeah.
pro and con. And I don't even know if I've said it yet, but we're talking about circumcision.
Did we say that?
I don't think.
I don't
did.
think I got it
we
out.
did.
Yeah, but we've got to be careful, because if we get fans, the intactivists will come for our throats.
That is
They
so true.
really will.
No, and we're not giving like advice.
No.
This is
Which is
not
unqualified.
this is
This is
not a
unqualified.
medical advice, okay?
We are not MDs.
We are not,
Some
but
of us
I'm
in
just
this room are
saying
trying to
that,
be,
like-
but
Yeah, I'm not saying that at all. But
that wasn't obvious by the SoundCloud link.
yeah, so I also see a note here about penis cheese. Would you like to change that, Alex?
That could just be a teaser. For
That's a
next week.
teaser.
What is
A little
it?
teaser.
What
What is
is
penis
it?
cheese and what is this? Like, let's talk. Oh, we're gonna have to if we're gonna talk about circumcision, then we got to talk about the Jewish religion and the start. I'll put it on myself to have a
Sarah
historical.
loves
history.
I love a history.
A history
I want a
lesson
history.
is necessary.
Okay,
to understand
we're gonna
it.
do the history of circumcision, the pros and cons of what is this happening today, 3 personal preferences if you choose to give them, and 4 invite our one Argentinian listener to comment
Yeah.
what they think.
Also, we cannot leave that subject without mentioning the anti-Semitic notes in the intactivist group.
Okay, well, I think Olivia will lead us on that one.
Yeah, Olivia can talk about that because she knows a lot about what's going on in the activist world.
I watched that documentary about circumcision that was completely
On
made by
Netflix?
intactivists. Yeah.
Yeah, we should watch that. So
Like,
we can-
as homework.
Okay, next, also a side note for homework, we're going to talk about abduction in plain sight because I cannot get over this fucking documentary. Like,
Yes.
we need to talk about that.
Yeah, and we also in the future need to talk about why are white men killing so many people in America with guns.
Thank you.
God damn.
We got a lot to talk about, so stay tuned next week.
Thank you, Argentinian listener.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, bye, fans.
Signing
Bye.
off.
Signing off.
Bye.